fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. Can we go MIA somewhere far from this bush? Let's fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. I don't care where we go, as long as so far, so far, so far from here. It's about time I took a little trip.
What's going on, everybody? It's me back with another episode of Get It Together Big Mall, where I'm your host, Jamal, Big Mall, Molly Mall, whatever it is that you call me. But we back with another episode. Hope you guys had a great week and your weekend was fabulous. I hope you rested if you were able to rest, or if you went to a party, if you turned up. I don't know, whatever you did. If you celebrated the 4th of July, I hope it was good vibes, positive vibes, and all of that good stuff. And you are ready to conquer another week. So, yeah, man, hope y'all doing good. Didn't do anything for the 4th, but relax. I was off work, so 3-day weekend. I was chilling. I did go to the gym on Friday. For the 4th, I did go to the gym, and I cooked some food, but that was it. Didn't grill out or anything like that. And Saturday, I didn't even leave the house. All I did was laundry and relax with my feet up all day, which I don't get that a lot, like on Saturdays. I'm always doing something I'm running errands or just going to get groceries or whatever the case. So Saturday, I didn't do anything. Sunday, just chill, vacuum the car out like always. Whenever, that's mainly what I do on Sunday. It's kind of a reset day. If I don't go to church, I just relax. And like I said, I vacuum the car out and prepare for Monday. Prepare mentally, prepare physically, because I take 2 days off of the gym on Saturday and Sundays. Saturdays, I run 3 miles every morning. This is my third Saturday in a row that I ran. So that's what I did. And then that was it. I chilled the rest of the day. So yep. But anyways, so what do we want to talk about today? What do we want to talk about? I thought I did run across my mind when I was vacuuming my car out. You never know. You never know what people are going through. You just never know, right? It can be a stranger. It could be your best friend. You never know what people are going through unless they tell you. And even if they are your best friend, even if they are your spouse, your family member, your coworker, sometimes people do not share every single little detail that they have going on. I feel like not everyone shares their innermost thoughts. I feel like everybody hides at least or keeps something in to an extent, but sometimes the things that people are keeping in are the things that they really need to get out, because it is trauma and it is just something that is stopping them or holding them back from really feeling like they are living their lives the way that they feel like they should be or they want to be. And it can go as far as just like when you open the door for a stranger or you hold the door for a stranger, and sometimes people walk through and they don't say anything. They don't say thank you, or they don't even look you in the eye and acknowledge you. They just walk right through the door after you've held it open for them. And I know y'all can't sit here and lie and act like that doesn't bug you guys. Sometimes when you hold the door for someone and they don't even say thank you, because those 2 words just go a long way. It's just the fact that they are acknowledging that you did this gesture for them that you didn't have to do, but it was polite. It was the goodness of your heart. You can call it chivalry, and they didn't go as simple as saying thank you. So they didn't show appreciation for that. And you get mad, you get upset. Well, I won't say mad, but you get annoyed, you get irritated, and you may suck your teeth, or you may just grumble under your breath, or you may say inside of your head like, wow, Okay, and you know that joke that it's been probably floating around since the beginning of time. Like, you're not gonna say thank you. I wish I could just snatch you right back through that door that you came through and not hold it open for you. Like, and I've definitely had those thoughts, man. And this sometimes it goes back to the way people were raised. If you weren't raised by a family that made sure that you said, thanks, no thanks, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, all of those all of those kind gestures, manners, and all of those things, people grow up to not have those things unless they learn them themselves and obtain that type of those type of manners themselves. Uh, and then sometimes people have things that they just have going on in their head, and they're not even here, really. They're not here mentally. They are inside of their head. They're thinking about bills. I think they may have just lost a loved one. They're thinking about how they're going to stretch out this money to even cook dinner, how they're going to stretch out this gas money. Um, they got a big assignment coming up. They got a big, like, you never know what people are going through. Now, that is not an excuse to be a complete, total a hole. All right, let me be clear. That is no excuse to be rude to somebody. That's no excuse to belittle somebody. There's no excuse to take out your anger on other people. And like I said, I don't care if it's a stranger or someone that you know and hold near and dear to your heart. Um, Practice emotional intelligence. You got to know how to direct your energy. You got to know how to deal with your energy so that it does not just spew out onto others that do not deserve it. They're just in that line of fire. Wrong place, wrong time. But that's not fair to them. That's not their fault. So you have to be careful where you direct that energy. You gotta be able to handle that and process those emotions. Maybe not come outside when you have a lot going on. If you don't have to be out, if you don't have to go out to a function and be around a lot of people and interacting with people, maybe stay home until you're able to um, conquer those inner thoughts, and handle whatever it is that's bugging you, because you don't want to go out and then do something or say something you regret, to people, and then it ends up being a bad experience wherever you are, wherever you go. But we've all been a victim of that, because I feel like even the people now that know how to handle their emotions, they weren't always like that. They weren't always capable of handling them, and I definitely wasn't. I was, I used to be ready to just like spaz out on people, because if I was having a bad day, if I left home and I was upset about something, or if I even had a bad day at work, or if I was having a bad day at work, and uh, like especially when I worked in retail, if I'm having a bad day at work and then a customer comes up, they're just looking for help, but I'm taking out my anger on them because I'm upset about what my boss did, or just how much work I have, and I'm just irritated. I'm ready to go home. I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. My feet are hurting, and I take it out on them, and it can be an altercation. It can be a back and forth. It can be to the point where they want to go speak to the manager, and then now I'm in trouble. And then you end up regretting those things later, right? Especially when it's a completely innocent person that had nothing to do with why you were upset. Uh, and you're embarrassed. You embarrassed by your actions, and now you are regretting that interaction that you had with that person, and you want to correct it, but now it's too late. So you just got to deal with it moving forward. I've been that person. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. I have my battles. I have my moments, but I am definitely not the same person that I used to be. Definitely not, man. When I see people, if I'm at work, if I'm in a grocery store, if I'm at the gym, I try to just, if I make eye contact with people, I either nod my head with a smile, or I even say hey, and I keep it moving. And I might even ask like, hey, how are you, and keep going. And just acknowledging a person, just talking to a person, just a person seeing your smile, or asking them how they're doing, that may make their day. That may make them, they could be on the brink of crashing out and doing something that can alter their life forever, or their loved ones' lives forever. And you, just by you speaking to them, just by showing that you care or acknowledge them, that may take them to a different place mentally where they say, oh, you know what? People do care. And that was a stranger that just talked to me. People do care. All right, maybe I need to get some help. Maybe I need to make a couple of phone calls. Maybe life isn't that bad. You just never know the type of effect that you have on people, and your words, your kindness, your aura, your energy. A lot of times I have gotten those compliments of people telling me like, man, if it wasn't for you, I don't know where I would be. You know, man, I appreciate your energy, man. Just being who you are, being positive, being intentional, and just talking to me and asking me about my day, and making it seem like you care. And I do feel like you care because I feel like it's genuine. And those type of things make me feel good, not in a way where I feel like, not in an egotistical way, but in a way that's like, I'm glad that I can be that type of person for somebody, because I don't want to feel alone. I don't want to feel like I'm just distant and cut off from the world to the point where no one understands me and no one is there for me. No one cares about me. No one can relate to me. We want to feel like we can be related to. We want to feel like we matter and like we exist and like it's okay. And we got to be more intentional on being that type of person for people and ourselves. We need to be gentle, and we have to be compassionate, and display empathy for people, and not take things so doggone personal, and take it to heart. We gotta learn how to just laugh things off, and most importantly, we gotta learn how to just pray for people, because people can come off as just as evil and spiteful, and they can say things and it may hurt us, or we may see things that they do physically that may hurt us, and we want to intervene, or we want to take offense to it. But sometimes we gotta just pray for people, and let them know that we're there for them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, now take this into consideration. I'm not saying that just let people run all over you, let people just berate you, and let them uh just go crazy on you. Like, let them know like, hey, I'm not the one that's causing you to feel this way. I'm sorry, but please do not put your anger and your issues onto me. Don't project all of that stuff onto me. Okay? Now we can talk about it. I can be there for you. I can pray for you. But that's gotta stop. Like, you still gotta check people. Still check people at the same time. Don't just lay down and be a floor mat, a doormat. Just let people just walk all over you and treat you any type of way. You still gotta keep some boundaries, and you gonna have to let people know sometimes. Yeah, don't take it personal. Sometimes, well, all the time, we just gotta pray for people. And y'all if you've been following me long enough, you know my belief in God, and you know my belief in prayer and faith. And if you've been listening to me, or if this is the first time you ever heard my voice and listened to this podcast, please know I'm a firm believer in God, and you better pray. You better pray. If you don't know God, you better get to know Him. Okay, it's 2025. I don't want to hear, well, I didn't grow up in a church, or my parents didn't teach. Well, you better teach yourself. Okay, you better teach yourself. And people be like, well, what if God isn't real? What if you die and then you find out God isn't real? I'd rather die and go away from this experience, from this earth, believing in God, and then finding out that there's no God, than to live this earth, do all the things I'm doing, live to be however old, die not believing in God, and then I get to heaven and He says, you should have believed in me. I was here every step of the way, ready to receive you. You didn't want to receive me. You didn't believe in me. Depart from me. I never knew you. Boy, listen, listen. They say hell is hot. I ain't trying to figure it out. I ain't trying to find out. Okay? I'd rather die believing that there is something greater than all of us. But yeah, but my back to my main point. Yes, we do have to be compassionate, and we got to realize that sometimes it is not our fault that people are feeling the way they feel. They are just not. They don't know how to handle their emotions. So don't take it personal, man. Listen, I had a coworker. Let me see. Well, this has been going on for a while, about a year. This coworker, older than me, and I just kept hearing. I just kept. Well, first off, I kept seeing the energy. I kept feeling the energy, I should say, whenever I was around this coworker, and it was just always, um, it just felt like real. It was real thick. The tension was very, very thick. The energy was, you could just feel it, and it was uncomfortable. But I dealt with it. But I would hear through other people, through other coworkers, that my name would often come up. He would bring my name up, and he would say certain things about me. He doesn't like me. He doesn't. I think I'm. I think I'm all that, and I think I'm all this and it. And at first I was like, well, why me? Like, I don't bother you. I'm not bothering you. I don't bother anybody. I go to work. I do my job, and I leave. I don't bother anybody. I don't keep up gossip. I don't keep up. I don't start no drama. I'm never in nothing. Why? And then as time went by, and sporadically throughout this year, I would still hear things, and I never confronted the person, and all I just told myself was, that's not a me problem, that's not a me issue. I'm not gonna go fix something that I played no part in breaking. I didn't do anything to this person. That person doesn't like me. That's their issue. That's their problem. Now, if I said something or did something that robbed that person the wrong way, I would immediately acknowledge that, and I would apologize. And I would say, you know what? That was messed up that I said that, or that wasn't cool that I did that. I apologize. Moving forward, I will not. Or I will make sure that I don't make you feel any type of way. Now, if we can continue to be associates, or we don't have to be, but and that's what I would have done. But I know for 100% facts I didn't do anything to this person. So I'm like, for one, I'm not going to apologize for anything because I didn't do anything. And even number two, um, I'm not going to have a conversation with someone that I don't have the issue. You have the issue, and I don't know whatever the issue is. Um, you got to deal with that. Um, and then I came to the conclusion, like, no, you have something that's going on internally, and my spirit disturbs your spirit. My energy disturbs yours. My positivity and the way others receive me, ultimately, uh that just you want that. You want to feel the same way, but you don't know how to put yourself out there. You don't know how to go around people and just be yourself. You don't know how to go around people and just conversate and just laugh. And you don't know how to. That's okay. You can work on that. But you can't deflect all of your insecurities on the next person. If that's something that you're doing, you need to stop it right now. I'm talking to you. You that's listening. I'm talking to you. If you are that person that's insecure, or that person that's jealous of someone else, deep down inside, you are. Deep down inside, that you need to stop directing that energy on that person, that other person. It's not their fault. You need to handle that. Okay. And hopefully that person doesn't do what? Take it personal. So that's what I didn't do. I didn't take it personal. And then 2 weeks ago, I was at the gym. I was working out, and I saw that coworker that had my name in his mouth. And before y'all ask me, like, well, how do you know that was true, or that person has been saying things about you? Well, because once upon a time, me and that coworker would actually talk. We would actually work out together, and he would talk to me about other people. And when people talk to me about other people, there's not, without a shadow of a doubt, that same person will go to another person and talk about me to them. All right, so that's just for that. That's just for a little clarification. Okay, and the person that was telling me is someone that I trust. Okay. But anyway, So like, and then there was more than one person also that was coming back and telling me things. But anyways, but like I was saying, I walked up to him. I said, I pat him on. He didn't even see me. He didn't see me coming. I just patted him on the back. I spoke to him. I said, "What's up?" I asked him how he was doing, and he said, "Are you good?" I said, "Yeah, I'm good." And I gave him a smile, and I had a little small conversation. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff that he was saying, that stuff wasn't there. The energy wasn't even there. But at the same time, it's like I'm doing this because I want to see exactly how things are. Not because I was looking for a possible confrontation. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see. And after we had a little brief conversation, and then I walked away, continued my workout, and then I was like, I thought to myself, like, that's why you don't take things personal. You don't know what he's going through mentally. You don't know. And like I said, it's not an excuse, but you don't know. Is it immature to keep someone's name in your mouth and say this and that about someone that hasn't done anything to you? You absolutely right. 100%. It is absolutely wrong. It is absolutely juvenile to the highest degree. That's some high school stuff. We're adults. But, sometimes you gotta just laugh things off, brush it off, and go see. Go see what's really going on. Because I feel like a person that has a problem with you, they're not gonna speak to you if you walk up, or they're not going to continue to engage in a conversation when you walk up, or they'll just flat out tell you they got a problem with you. But I felt the energy, and I felt like, maybe he thought that I thought I was too good for him, or to talk to him, or to conversate around him, or whatever. I don't know. But I didn't take it personal. I didn't. I could have. I definitely could have, and I could have been ready to fight. But that's not in my character. I'm not taking it personal. You never know what someone's going through. You just gotta pray for people. You gotta pray for people. And pray that you know how to handle it if it comes your way. If people are treating you wrongly, that you know how to handle it. That you don't get so wrapped up in that treatment that you ready to fight, or you come home and it's just eating alive at you to the point where you don't know how to just carry out your daily tasks, your daily routine, because it's eating at you and it's bothering you, it's annoying you, and it's so no, but yeah, man, just don't take things so personal, man. Just be mindful. People are going through a lot, man. We're all going through something, and the world is already has enough going on. The world has enough going on. So be mindful, man. Be careful, and treat people with kindness, man. Kill them with kindness. Now, if someone tries you physically, you better handle your business. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Don't let them words hurt you, man. Don't let those words get you amped up. Don't. It's words. I'm gonna leave y'all with that, okay? Enjoy your week. Have an amazing week. Don't let it be mundane. Not just Monday, the entire week. Don't let it be mundane. All right. Okay. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I say it at the end of every episode. I do this for people to feel like they're related to, and that they're heard, and that they can possibly understand the way they feel and why they feel more. You know what I'm saying? And encourage, motivate, uplift, all of that stuff, man. I want people to feel good. I want people to feel heard. I want people to feel felt. And you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everyone that's rocking, subscribing, that's discovering the podcast, and that's liking the episodes and downloading them, sharing it. If you if you want to see my content, my video content, holla at me, Jamal Butler, on all social media platforms. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell everybody. So that's all I got for y'all. Hope you guys, like I said, have an incredible week. I love y'all so much. Thank you. God bless you. And trying to think about if I got anything else I need to say before I hop off of here. Nah, man, that's it. Eat your fruit and drink your water, and go move your body, like I always say also. Do those things, man. Exercise. Health is wealth. And pray. All right? Peace.